and welcome to the e-frag studio live here in Belgrade. Welcome to the last day of the African qualifier for the TWC 2016 and the grand finals between Morocco and Tunisia. Like I said, we are in the last day, the grand finals, best of 5. Whoever wins here is joining us at the LAN in October here in Belgrade. My name is Vukan Svojic and I'll be your host today. And joining me are two of my colleagues, Dusan and Rema. Guys,
hello.
How are you doing?
Hello, doing good, you?
Yeah, doing fine. You hyped for the finals today?
Yeah, and for the first time, we actually have two teams that are, well, let's say equal. They played in the group stage, 50-50 scoreline, so you can't get any closer to that. So yeah, really happy for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both of these nations played good in their groups. I think the Group A was the toughest one here in African qualifiers. Really, it could run maybe Algeria going through. So I'm really hyped up and I'm really excited to see what both of these nations have to bring.
Yeah, agreed. But before we get in depth with the grand final, let's see what happened with the recap. What we saw yesterday in the semifinals. Some great plays from Tunisia against Barbarians, surprising us all. But before that, Morocco and Libya, guys, just what did we see yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, we
saw that.
Yeah, we saw that. I mean, all in all, I think Libya didn't really give any fight on that Dust 2. They really didn't know how to play. They had some miscommunication. Morocco really using that to their advantage. Now this was the round, I think, like Jay, solely winning them that round. So all in all, I think a great five maps we saw yesterday. But congrats really to Morocco and Southern Barbarians.
Yeah, and today I think it's going to be a little different. Like that first match that we had yesterday was one-sided. Then I think this grand final is be more like that second match that we had. That was a really close matchup from Southern Barbarians putting up a good fight. We thought all three of us thought that they'll prevail, but we saw Tunisia really stepping up and really having some clutch moments. Poté with the op, I mean, some crucial rounds won, and I think that's the similar match that we'll have today. And I think it might go to all 5 maps. Who knows?
Yeah, and let's just slowly get into what we're gonna see today in the grand finals between Tunisia and Morocco. I mean, in your opinion, Rema, is there a clear favorite today?
I don't think so, actually. Whenever we casted the finals for the previous qualifiers, we kind of were equal on who's going to win that grand finals, like China, Australia, USA. So I think this one will be really tough to predict, because both of these nations played, as Dusan pointed out, 15-15 in their first game on Dust 2, if I'm not mistaken. So both teams there had a bit slappy T-sides, but all in all, I would really like to see both of these nations step up. I think Tunisia was here last year, so they have to fight maybe for that second time in a row on TWC, but Morocco has that hunger to win and go to the LAN finals as well.
Yeah, like you said, Tunisia fighting for, just
another
visiting
appearance.
Belgrade once again.
I think they liked it a lot.
Yeah, they
had
what, 3 or 4 players from last year, right?
I think just one
three
is
players actually.
Yeah, 2
so
new
maybe,
players.
who knows? Maybe they are gonna visit us.
They like
once
Belgrade
again.
so much; they needed to step up.
You could say, Dusan, I mean, they had a tougher task in that semifinals, beating Barbarians. We didn't think that Barbarians could be beaten, but Tunisia gave them a hell of a fight. And is that the reason maybe to put Tunisia maybe a bit ahead of Morocco?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, we thought the Southern Barbarians are gonna take it easily. We said 2-0. Even when they got that second map cash, I mean, Tunisia, I was like, I don't think they're gonna beat Southern Barbarians. They came on cobbles, swinging, won in overtime. A great thing for them. Losing that first overtime on the first map, I mean, they really put up a good fight, and I mean, they showed us why they deserve the spot in the grand final. And I think they're the slight favorite just because what they managed to do yesterday. Just because of that result, I would favor them, but just a smidge, not anymore.
Yeah, and just talking, Dusan, about lineup of Tunisia, would you take us through the lineup?
Yeah, sure. In Tunisia, as you said, we have a couple of players from last year, but overall their lineup is Crumpsy, Tor, Potey, Remind, and Sheva. All of them really played good yesterday, and as you pointed out, I pointed out, a couple of them had some huge moments on that cobble, on that cache, and I think Crumpsy was our man of the match because yesterday because he overall had the best performance of all of them. But I mean, every single player from that squad was good enough to be that man of the match. It's just Crumpsy was the one a little bit above everyone else.
Yeah, Rema, for can we agree for player to watch from Tunisia, who's gonna be?
I mean, all these past 3 days, we always say that Potey is probably the man to watch. Not just because he's the AWP player and he can make a lot of difference, but because I think he's the oldest one in the team. He can bring experience to those players. He can clutch. He can bring that up in a place. So definitely a player to watch and player to focus on. I mean, yeah, he had a bit of sloppy play yesterday, but we saw Crumbs in Remind, I think, stepping up instead of him. But anyway, if he steps up, I think they're unstoppable. So I would like really to see him step up again as he stepped up first day in qualifier.
And now let's look at Morocco and what they have to bring. Rema, would you do the honor?
Yeah, of course. For Morocco, we have URA, Skinny, Yoshi, now John, and Clark J and RMX. So all in all, Morocco lineup really good. As we said, John, young player for Morocco, really stepped up. AWP player as well as Potey. So I think he can bring a lot to this lineup. We saw a couple of good rounds from Skinny. Yesterday, he not only he has those skins, but he has the skill as well. So I think he really played good for them. Clark J, as Dusan pointed out, stepping up for them. So all in all, like, they have players that can step up if your star players, let's say it like that, don't step up for you.
Yeah, agreed.
So they all have a potential, and we'll see who will come on top here and who will frag the most.
Yeah, and who will frag the most? What do we think? Who will?
Well, we'll go with John because I just want to see that all battle between him and Potey, and I think which one of them wins, that might be crucial for the whole match and the outcome in the end. And I think John is our player to watch is John, because of that AWP potential that we all know that is huge. I mean, if you have a good AWPer, and he is a good AWPer, he can make some crucial kills, crucial maybe entry kills, and that could ultimately decide the match. So yeah.
I imagine you're playing with AWP and you have 48% headshot.
Yeah, and we even saw, although it was Black Poison from Barbarians getting a double headshot with an AWP. You don't see that too often. Going into today's match, it's a best of 5, so out of 7 maps, best of 5. Can we maybe see that nuke?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. Okay. What do you expect from the teams? Libya is out. They were the most interesting ones with those bans, but what can we expect?
Well, I think that these teams banned Cobblestone in the first round of qualifier, first day. So maybe not seeing Cobblestone or Overpass or nuke probably. I don't think anyone was going for that nuke except Libya, as you said. I think they intentionally left it in the veto so they can play it, but unfortunately they didn't. So I think the nuke is probably going to go out, as well as Cobblestone or Overpass. So
there we go. We start with the veto. So just take us through what What's the storyline of this grand final?
Yeah, well, as I said, like I think that Nuke will probably go out just because
There
as
it
you
goes.
see, as you see Nuke going out just because I don't think any of these two nations want to play that Nuke. Maybe they didn't prepare it. Maybe they're not
Oh,
comfortable.
overpass. Okay.
Morocco not wanting to play that overpass at all.
Yeah. They, as you pointed out, they banned it like three days in a row now.
Yeah.
So we are left with
5 maps. Yeah.
5 maps.
And cobblestone and train.
Yeah,
so
we'll see. I'm interested in what are going to be the first 3 maps. I think that those can maybe favor one team or another. So we see Cash here, and we see Dust 2. Okay, so I think we are seeing Mirage
It's gonna
now.
be Mirage.
it could be cobblestone because it's Tunisia's pick, maybe.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
won
Tunisia.
cobblestone
Yeah.
against Barbarians.
Yeah,
maybe.
definitely can be Cobblestone as well. So Cash and Dust 2 for the start here. I mean, great maps overall for both of these nations. We saw how Dust 2 went. How Dust 2 went in the first day on the qualifier, and there's the Mirage, the triangle of the maps.
Yeah.
We always see China qualifier.
Cobble and
So Cobblestone
Train.
and Train left as
Yeah, even though they were left in the pool,
nope.
they are the last 2 maps. But who knows? Maybe we will go the full stretch. What do you think? Can we go into like full 5 maps?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious why would Morocco pick cobblestone? I mean,
I'm surprised why Tunisia wouldn't.
yeah,
honestly.
I mean, yeah, because looking at what they did yesterday, I mean, they did have a good match on Mirage against Southern Barbarians, but they lost it in overtime. And then again, they won cobblestone. So maybe looking at that, maybe you think, okay, so they're gonna pick, as we said, maybe they pick cobblestone, leave Mirage for Morocco to pick, and we see the other way around. So,
yeah, if
I mean,
our viewers didn't really see what Tunisia is capable of on that cobblestone, in the overall play, it was good by Southern Barbarians, good as of Tunisia's side, but Tunisia on their overtime really played out of their minds. Especially that round, we saw one guy letting the city push through B house, and then he backstabs. I mean, that's not the kind of play you'll see from some, let's say, not so good players, but you can see in that play that his game style, his game sense is really good, and they managed to win that round 2 versus 5. So Tunisia really have that play, really have good communication coming into this one. Morocco, I think they have it as well, but we'll see. I'm interested about that Dust 2. We'll see if any of these nations fix their mistakes.
But the map we're gonna see is going to be Cash, and that's also the map that Tunisia played against Southern Barbarians, and they were really good on the CD side particularly. And interestingly enough, Morocco winning the 9th round, picking the T side. So let's focus on that Cash, and what do you expect from it?
I mean, as you said, they played a really good CT half yesterday on Cash. They're going to start again today on CT, so I'm not really sure what Morocco wanted to do with that. Maybe they wanted some head start, maybe get the ball rolling and maybe start on that easier T side, start fragging. But I mean, if you saw it yesterday, it's going to be rough.
Can we predict anything?
Yeah, I'll go with Tunisia actually winning this one 16-10.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same, but 16-12.
Okay, so if you ask our analysts, Tunisia is going to win this Cash. Let's see it. Today's casters for you, Hugo and Harold. He's back. Take it away, boys.
Thanks very much again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure everyone is really excited for these matches coming up. This is, of course, going to be a best of 5, and I'm here again with Harold. What's up?
Not too much, except 13 hours sleep and a fresh day of Counter-Strike. Of course, this is the finals of the TWC African qualifier, so this is going to be a pretty exciting game. Of course, not the teams we expected, but the teams we've got. Honestly, if I had to bet from the beginning, I would have said it was an Algeria-South Africa final, but it was not to be. So, the Tunisia, Morocco, who is going to be the winners? Who's going to be taking that gold medal? Well, it's not really a gold medal, but it is a place and a qualification. Potty opens it up. Skinny straight back in with John, following it up onto tour. And now in a 3 versus 4, it's Morocco taking that bomb site, putting that bomb down, and getting themselves the advantage. Skinny taking a really unnecessary peek there. And despite his early work, he's going to waste it, throw it away like a disposable something or other. perhaps a pen. Anyway, John peeking out, takes down one. Yura follows it up, and Shiva now leaves himself alone with a single health point to try and clutch versus 2 armoured players. He has a kit. Does he have a dream? He needs instant headshots here. That doesn't look like it's going to work. Yura takes him down, and that is Morocco with round number 1 on the clock.
Yeah, it's a good point you bring that up. We did obviously expect South Africa to win last night when we had that best of 3 between them and Tunisia. But actually, Tunisia is clinching it out 2 overtimes in a best of 3 and 3 maps. It was a very close game, but yeah, we weren't really expecting that win. And as well with Morocco, I feel like Morocco got a slightly easier entry into the grand final here in the semis. Their opponent Libya didn't really seem to be up to too much, and while I don't think Morocco's really out of the woods yet, I feel like maybe they got a bit of an easier entry, whereas Tunisia really had to prove themselves against what was, what we thought to be the best team of the event so far. But either way, this is where it's all going to go to show in 5 whole maps of glory if needed. But Morocco, obviously being the underdogs, have kicked it off with a really nice start here, and we're going to be seeing the full buy come out. So a couple of rifles, a few SMGs, nice a bit of mixing round, and just pistols for Tunisia at the moment. So they got some 5.7s, some Deagles, etc.
Yeah, lots to play with. And interestingly enough, this is one of the first times we've seen Tunisia lose a pistol round against South Africa. Clapgy going to be taking the fight there. Not going to work out too nicely for him. Going to have to fall back. Mine lit up. That should do for now. So, still 5 players alive on both sides. Morocco just taking it slow, dealing the damage early to give themselves an easier path in later. Clapgy needs to be careful there versus Crumpsy. 1 Deagle shot, too many is enough. As Europe works his way through that squeaky door, but there's the Deagle. Crumpsy trying to do some work, but it's not going to work out for him. RMX and Skinny both come in, and round is over before it's begun. Mac 10 spray is awkward, but with the last bullet of his magazine, he will take Remine's head clean off his shoulders, and it will roll off the block. Now Shiva, the last man alive, does find himself 1 kill, but he's so low on HP, he's going to get taken down. And that's Morocco. 2 rounds, only losing a single player. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a bit of a change in pace. You typically see these CT anti-ecos, ecos or force buys in the second round after losing the pistol to be quite effective, usually taking out quite a few players, but actually only taking down Euro that round. So Tunisia not on top form at the moment, but they will be going for a full eco just preemptively before their buy round, and just a P250 bought up on Crumps. The rest of them just going to be on the full eco, and it seems like they're going for a bit of a B stack here. So mid control as well, and that's going to be towards just by sandbags, but the rest of them is going full into B. And again, typical of Counter-Strike, Morocco have chosen to go all towards A, and it's not going to be great, but Euro instead will pick up the kill onto Tor. And meanwhile, John is wreaking havoc here. He's spotted out these aggressing CTs over towards the B site, and there we go. RMX and John, they just cleared them up 1 by 1. And Morocco, they're going to take it very easy while receiving a lot of damage, but not actually losing a player around. So Tunisia going to be going for their first buy here.
Yeah, this could be an interesting round. Tunisia, they need to take this one if they want to get the momentum in their way. Of course, this is a best of 5, so as soon as you get that momentum, if you start rolling with it, it can mean a hell of a lot throughout the series. Morale can drop and it can rise, but if you get off onto a good start, you're in a great place. It's looking like Morocco want to take this one slow. Maybe go for a bit of mid-control, but looking like an A-oriented play overall. Just making sure Tunisia don't want to get aggressive on their first gun round. Of course, it wouldn't be too uncommon for Tunisia to try and get in their face, get a little bit aggressive and get some information gained. But so far, we haven't seen too much, except for Crumpsy going in mid, taking that early positioning. Apart from that, we aren't seeing too much. Tunisia holding back. They don't want to risk anything in this one. It is a key round to say the least. And Clapgy, he wants to test the waters. He's going to go in with a Mac 10, but it's not going to work out for him. Potty dispatches him, and that is the push given away. Potty staying alive. He can do a lot of damage. RMX is going to find one, and the climbing monkey goes over. It's going to be John taking down Potty now in a 3 versus 3, but that bomb site has been conceded, and the bomb will be going down. And Tunisia need to retake this one, and it's not going to be easy. Crumpsy, nice shot onto RMX, but the flank is coming onto that mid zone through Eura, leaving only 1 player on the bomb site. That's John. Crumpsy is down, but that means they know John is alone. They're going to go for him. He goes down, and it's all on Europe. Can he clutch this one for his team? It's not going to be easy, but he has to do it.
And he's awkwardly away from the bomb as well. He's all the way over towards the B site, and while they may not expect it, he has only got 30 seconds left, so he needs to find his first kill to Shiva. Luckily, Shiva not watching the right angle. He will spot him out, so that's a bit of information we could do with the kill there. Shiva just moving out with only a few seconds left. So 20 seconds left on the clock. And again, he's got to get both kills here because both players are towards the site. They can stop a bomb plant in just a quick second. So surely there's no way he can pick this one up. Peeks out Remind. Will get a lot of damage, but Remind instead is going to find the kill, only receiving 50 HP dropped. And Tunisia, they're going to take the first buy round and their first round on the board here. So Morocco still have plenty of economy to work with, 8k on most of the players.
And most importantly, they're Tunisia stopping that momentum, which is absolutely key. They need to just straight away stop Morocco from rolling them over. And that's exactly what they've done. They may lose the pistol round, but as long as they wake up after that, we know that they can do it. We know they have the fragging power, as long as they work together. Potty and Remind, both of them can go huge. And they've got the support of Shiva, Crumpsy and Tor to come in and help them out. All we've got to see. It is going to be a more B-oriented play. That means Shiva going to have to go large. He's got Crumpsy up on high to defend, but apart from that, I'm going to need to be careful. There's only 2 kits to play with here for Tunisia. There is plenty of utility for Morocco. They're splitting onto that B-bomb site, and this is going to get really bloody. Blackjeep going to be smoking off that cross to CT, but the attack comes in. Blackjeep going to be putting that Molotov down, but the kill's already come through. Remind pushes straight through the Molotov, doesn't care, brings down that bomb, and now it's a 2 versus 3, but the bomb is out of their control. They have to get back over and pick that one up. Luckily, there is a cheeky bit of Blackjeep to do that, but the flank is coming in from Potty, and this is looking bad already. That B-bomb site is under attack. Kalakji, although he's going to get that bomb down, they're both stuck on the site. John and Kalakji need to go absolutely huge as Potty comes in with that flank. Finally arriving, he's given his position away, but it shouldn't matter too much. There is 3 of them. They can go for these trade frags as they move on into the bomb site. Potty spots out one. Luckily, John gets the kill, but it's a trade frag coming through, and Tor to final is going to be Tunisia taking themselves a second round and really coming back alive.
Really good teamwork with Tunisia. You could tell that Potty sitting in B main there just through checkers was actually just waiting, not peeking, because Tor was trying to set up his Molotov towards the default. So Clack was just sitting on the default site, right where the bomb was planted. Tor mollies it, forces Clack out of there, and then Potty is able to take that fight. And as soon as Clack's down, then it's a 3v1. It's just an easy site tech. So good team play from Tunisia, just waiting it out on the Molotov, and they will actually manage to secure that second round as well. Morocco got to be on their last ditch buy. They've got plenty of money for this one, but this is going to be all they have in their bank. They're spending everything. All their pocket money is completely gone, and they're going to need at least a bomb plant if they want to go for a buy in the next round, and if that, they need a win.
Spam comes through there from Potty. Nothing to be connected with. So he's just going to have to chill out on that A bomb site. Wait for the push to come in. It is looking like an A play. But Tunisia, they've already proved not only can they hold a site, but they can also retake it. And that's what matters today. Potty still trying to get some easy damage off and free kill. Not going to work out. Holding this really passive default. Morocco are just hoping Tunisia get aggressive. But that is one thing we have not seen so far from Tunisia. Aggression is lacking. But as long as they get the rounds, it doesn't matter how they play it. As long as they're winning. Remind finally getting aggressive. He's going to do a lot of damage and finally finds the kill there. Onto Kalakji, just reminding those T's that they are still there. They're still alive and they need to be very cautious. Skid going to be Molotov'd out as the smokes go down, and that means the timing's going to be all off. RMX gets hit with that nade. He's going to be weary of these pushing players. Skid taken down, and now that one man on the bomb site has to do some work. Luckily for Morocco, the bomb's over towards B. Unfortunately, Shiva is still there. He hasn't given up this fight. He's holding off, and he's going to be holding that site down. As soon as they come in, they're going to be in trouble with 25 seconds remaining. There's the boost, and Shiva going to take them down. Molotov goes in to follow, and that's round over for Euro. 1 versus 5, AWP in hand. Save is his only option.
Yeah, that was so close. They actually almost sold that fake to Tunisia, but it seems like it was just given away by Clack. I think it was pushing the site there. He just threw out a molly, or threw out a nade when Shiva was just holding off the bomb site and actually gave away the position. He was about to rotate, it seemed. So either way, it seems like Morocco only just lost that round. They should have been able to sell that fake quite well. But regardless, Tunisia, they've not equalised the scoreline into a 3-3. Morocco, they didn't get the bomb down in the previous round, so we'll have to go for this eco here. Not much money to them, but obviously Euro still has this AWP. It seems like they're going to go for a bit of a quasi. Some investment. They do know they're going to have a large loss bonus at this point, so they can afford to buy up some pistols, some armor, and put their money down a bit low, and maybe play for a bomb plant in order to get that extra $800. That would be a good decision, but Euro instantly going to be incapacitated over in middle. He's received a lot of damage there, And now he's down to 9 HP. But meanwhile, his team are just going for the full B rush here. Clack going to open things up. Crumpsy holding this one down well. Really good. 3 kills from him on the side. Make that 4. He's going for the ace. And it's just Euro left in B main. Just to drop off for a mine. But he's getting surrounded from all angles. And Crumpsy is playing this perfectly. Not going to be chasing for the kills. Just holding down the bomb. And they should be securing this round in any moment now.
Up in hand, Euro. Still trying to stay alive. So much time. Very reminiscent of the last round, in fact. Europe finding himself getting somewhat deja vu. Yeah, not going to work out too nicely for him. This time, not going to save the AWP.
I really like Tunisia's teamwork with the nade usage. That was just perfect. One player on the site, Crumpsy, throws a molly to force Euro out of position. He lost a couple of HP, but he had to move away from the sunroom sign. Forces him into the open, and then a flash coming from Tor, I think it was Tor over in checkers, so Potty could actually clean them up and push from B main. Really, really good teamwork. They just seem to be communicating perfectly, and this may be what Morocco need to kind of copy and kind of get into their mindset, because right now Tunisia, they've just got the best teamwork I've seen all events so far, and Morocco, they're going to be struggling now. They didn't get the bomb plant. They are only on these pistols. Luckily, they can invest some money for the Quasi, so they've all got armor here and CZs and Tech 9s all round, and they're going to be going for fast mid play. A couple of smokes down just to block off the view of Tunisia, but right now there's not very far they can go unless they drop into vents, but they've not got a B main split, so this is going to be pretty detrimental. Euro will finally rotate to be that B main split, but they're losing players in middle fast. Remind they'll be doing quite a lot of damage here. 2 kills, and Skinny's also extremely low, so they're going to try and converge onto the site. Great shot by Euro to finish off Poppy, but Remind, again, he's not done. He picks up Euro, and John does have something to say about that, but now he's all alone as Crumpsy picks up the pieces of the round, sitting on the site with an AWP. Only 50 seconds left. He doesn't have control of the bomb, but neither does Crumpsy, so that is the silver lining, and he's just going to walk right into the shot, picks it up, and now only Tor's are left. Checkers here. It's a 1 versus 1. They both... John seems to have no clue where Tor is right now, so he's got to be careful. The smoke will give away his position. He'll be able to get that bomb, and oh no, this is so brave. There's no way he's going to be able to rotate.
John, I mean, if Tor had been on the other side of that... Hang on. He's got it. He's got that game sense in the bag, and John is going to be finding a quick rotation coming over to face him. The thing is, Rind got that kill just in time. May have saved that round up on high, but John has absolutely no idea where this attack is coming from. Tor has played this so perfectly. It is insane. And John is going to be in serious trouble. He will be expecting the rotate, but he will not be expecting it from here or this quickly. He's checking squeaky Tor, but he's making too much noise. All of the work was for nothing, or was it? Gets the kill. That is massive, massive stuff. And Tunisia are looking really, really strong. Just to break down that round real quick. The Remind kill up on high onto the man on site. I think it might have been Klapji, or no, it was Yura on the bomb site. To prevent him getting out AWP was so big. But then, of course, the clutch comes to Tor, and that is huge.
Very good round. Obviously, a low HP on John was a real detriment. There's not much you can do when you're just 1 bullet away from death, and not only in the head as well. So Tunisia going to be leading the battle 5-3 at the moment. Morocco obviously did get that bomb down in the last few seconds, so they will be able to afford quite a lot here. AWP as well as 4 AKs, and the nades are not looking thin at the moment. They've got plenty of utility, and obviously Tunisia on the other side, they're not losing these rounds, and while they are losing quite a lot of players, they still have quite a lot of money, and you can just see it benefits them greatly. 3 players up towards B main, though. This is a brave play. They're getting not only a lot of information, but they're also being able to keep all their players alive on this push. 2 players now, and you can see the rotations are coming out. So they pushed all the way up in B main, Potty and Shiva there, so they know it's going to be either an A or a mid take, and I think Shiva's just trying to flank around to T-spawn and see if mid's clear, and right now they know that it's going to be an A take, so they can rotate all the players over towards that area, and Shiva, he's going to be picking up the first kill. Aggression, going to back off now, and this is safe, got the advantage, don't need to give away anything else to Morocco, and now they know, they've basically given them, you know, the middle finger up, they know exactly where they are. Morocco knows that Tunisia has that information, so they've got to completely switch things around. A is going to be a very dangerous place to go right now.
Not so sure why they've fallen back from that push. I'd much rather have seen someone just sit in Sunroom there than all the way back at the back of Checkered. That seems a little bit foolhardy to me, but it shouldn't matter too much. It is still going to be the A play, and there is still 3 players over there defending against this one, as well as mid. That's Potty holding that one down with the AWP in hand. Interesting angle with an AWP, but hopefully it's going to work out. So yeah, this is why I'd rather see someone in Sunroom. At least now, I mean, they're rotating back off because of the speed of Morocco, which is Oh, a turtle's pace. 20 seconds remain as they push onto this bomb site. Skinny finds one, but it's followed up by nothing. Tor takes down John, and that's the bomb carry out of the equation. As long as Tor stays alive on this bomb site, he can prevent this round from going any further. He's going to be peeking around that smoke, doing some damage, but Yura taking down Potty now leaves poor Tor all on his own on that bomb site to try and do work, and he can't. Gets taken down, and now all onto Shiva. 1 versus 3 in a retake situation. I do not fancy his chances one bit. He's going to be hopping around like a wild monkey, but this is over before it begins. They know exactly where he is. They can pinpoint and put him in a crossfire, and that's round for Morocco.
No, I do agree with you that time. That's really weird how obviously if Tunisia had some control, they could still have the information that Morocco are not going B, and the reason that they moved their 3 players off of A that they had stacked after the initial push was because they thought that Morocco would switch things up, and Morocco just playing the mind games. They're not doubling back. They're just committing to their original plan, and obviously Tunisia had no idea because they had no sunroom control, no deep B peeking at all. So real issue there for Tunisia. Maybe a bit of a misplay, but either way, Morocco, they're going to benefit from it, and they will take that round. 5-4 now, and Tunisia, this is the fragile CT economy in action. They've got 2 pistols now and a FAMAS, couple of M4s, but really no nades on these players, and not looking too good in this one. They really need to split this up, or they may be on the double eco here. And this counter boost, it's not going to be working out too well. Remind gets spotted out, does do a bit of damage, but now RMX, he's going to be able to Molotov them out. Crumps, he's going to get caught.
And see, the thing about Crumps, they're getting killed. It means Remind not only has no support, but they know he's there. They have 100% information that he's there, and that is really worrying. Can work it. Nice kill from Shiva to even it back out into a 4v4. He's even going to recover the AWP, which is pretty big, but they need to be moving over. I don't know if you saw that there.
Yeah.
That's what I would call a failed boost. But it is going to be the A play coming through. And Tor hold him down. He has the M4, the big gun of his team. As a reminder, it's going to work his way up. He should have spotted out RMX here, but Tor can't get any work done. He will dink John, but that's about all he's going to get done. Remind, nice shot goes through. John going to be followed up, and that's no bomb plant, but no more kills coming through. It's Shiva once again, this time 1v2, to try and clutch it for his team. He knows there's a player over towards Forklift because he just saw that nade, and the ult is going to come through and work out. Now RMX, 1 versus 1. Smoke goes down, so Shiva knows he's there. Needs to get this kill. It is absolutely crucial, essential. Dragon from Shiva, he's going to jump, he's going to go on top. He hasn't been heard, and that's quite lucky that he hasn't made a single noise there. He knows RMX is in this smoke, or behind quad. Unfortunately, he makes noise. Now RMX knows the game is up. Shiva finds himself the court jester. He is going to spot out RMX. Can he get the kill? He's got no defuse kit here. He needs to find this kill. Ring around the roses, and he's going to win it, but no time on the board, and that bomb's going to be going off. What a round there from Morocco. Nice clutch from Shiva, but not enough.
Really well played from RMX, actually just sitting in that smoke, not making any noise or anything. I'm surprised Shiva didn't just spam into the smoke. That would have made a lot more sense than risking the quad peak. Either way, Morocco, they're going to call out a pause here. I'm not sure if this is a technical or a tactical, but I'm sure we'll find out very shortly. And just going to wait to see what's up. I doubt it would be a tactical at this point, though, because obviously Tunisia are going to be on that eco, so not got much to invest here, but we do have that AWP on Potty from the save.
Which save?
The last round. Shiva saved that all.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he killed him and then went away. Didn't have time.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
No, I do that sometimes. I forget that people saved or think that people saved in terms of what they actually bought. The way you can tell is if you look on the left at the Tunisia, the money, you can see all the minuses. So there's no one who spent 4,750. Yeah.
You're right. You're a bloody mathematician, aren't you?
Or you can hold tab and look at the previous round.
Yeah, that's also true, but it doesn't give you any names. That's the problem.
No,
I think if you imagine if you right-click that and it told you all the details, that'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
But no, not going to happen. Not today. So yeah, technical pause coming through, and well, 5-5. It's close already. It's best of 5. You know, well, it could go to 5 maps, and of course the analyst desk did go through it, but we're going to go through it again just to let you know. Of course, the first map. Ash, this is the pick of Tunisia, so they need to be doing pretty well. Coming up next is going to be Dust 2. After that, we're going to see Mirage, bit of Cobble if it's needed, and then finally, map 5, if needed, would be Train. So we've got the 2 customs as the last maps, and yeah, that could be cool. But the game is back underway. 5 seconds left until this round begins, and Potty on that AWP from the save, as she said, going to have to do some work.
Definitely so here, and They're going to be setting up for an A-take already, or some kind of mid-control. A couple of boosts comes out. That's going to be 3 players at least attempting. And yeah, just a very fast mid-take here. No one out main, but they've got all these players just going straight over the top. Bit of control over toward the highway, but that's going to be backing off very shortly, I'm sure. But nope, Tor actually takes that fight with a pistol, and he does go down. Gets a dink onto RMX, but nothing else. 1 HP for him, and just fast rotations coming out right now. They got nothing to lose with only these pistols. Potty is the one who needs to step up here, and he will start doing that first kill onto John. They spot him out, but he's going to take down Euro as well. They're still skinny, but the Molotov, that needs to force him back here. There's no way he can re-peek into that tight angle. Has to just hold and wait for the push, and now they know exactly where he is. They're not going to be taking this fight, you'd think, but no, RMX just going to walk straight out into it, and Potty, absolutely crazy, out of nowhere, just secures 4 kills, and on an eco, Tunisia, they actually pick it up 6-5.
Yeah, I found it quite amusing. Literally, as you said, Potty needs to start doing some work. He wakes up and he goes absolutely ham. Those last 2 kills, he had no right to them. And somehow Morocco allow him to take that. Unbelievable, unreal scenes. And really, that's Morocco. A little bit of poor play, especially those pistol kills they allowed through. They were doing really well at the beginning. I always say trade HP for a kill. And that's exactly what they did towards the beginning. But they let it slip. And now they're going to lose a round because of it. Onto the force buy.
Not sure why RMX peaked like that. You know what? It clearly had an issue with communication here, but right now Morocco, they're just going to go for a really fast B take. A didn't work, they're going to go for B this time, so just heavy into this one. There's a couple of players, there's actually 3 towards the site. Tor's rotated in very fast, and you also got Reminder Vents to deal with. He's going to be a real threat, but doesn't land anything. Tor instead picks up the first kill for the CT. Skinny will grab one and Crumps. Great position, they don't actually know he's there. Going for the spray down, takes 2, but they're going to turn around and catch him out. Skinny gets him, and now Tor just backing off of Vapor. There's no need to get aggressive in this situation for the CTs. They had the man advantage, and again, Shiva is alone on site, so they need to be careful that he doesn't go down, because then they have no control with where the bomb's going to go. And Tor just going to re-peek. Why the hell not? John's dropped, and it's all on Skinny. 6 HP.
Oh, that was close. That could have been real bad, but of course he is still alive. Skinny will not be dropping just yet. He finds a kill. Oh no, Potty.
When the pre-fire goes wrong.
How does he miss that shot? That's disastrous. Now, 4 HP versus 6 HP. This is too close to call. Skinny gonna go with that fake smoke and head back towards B. It's very, very clever. He's distracted Tor. He's moved him over towards that A-bomb site. And if I were Tor here... Oh, this is perfect. Yep, he's played it very, very well. He knows his timings. He knows Skinny would have had to plant, and he's going to play this position perfectly. The calls come through that Skinny is lower than that chap from Captain Phillips. And Tor just holds his angle. Keep holding it for a second longer, and you'll win the round, and there it is. Tor takes down Crumpsy. And that round... While it was won by a clutch from Tor, was won by those flashbangs at the beginning. That completely shut down the push. It allowed the rotation to come in full. And if Potty had hit that shot, they would have kept the AWP alive. Unfortunately, not going to work out. We are back into a technical pause. Unfortunately, we've had a drop from the side of Tunisia. And that will be Potty leaving. He rage quit because he missed that shot. Probably.
I'd like to think not, but either way, he's back in. Tunisia, 7-5 right now. Obviously, we're getting very tense. This is only the first map as just mentioned, but Morocco, if you look at their money, it is really not looking good for them. They can go for this quasi, and they will obviously have a bit of money for the next round, but the loss bonus really hasn't picked up that much. They'll only get 2.4k, so there's no way that they can drop below 2k on their players, otherwise they will have an issue. So maybe some investment, or maybe a bit of an eco. It's just going to depend on the call. Yeah. Just a bit of investment, quasi by here. All players above 2k apart from RMX, but he'll just be a bit lackluster on the nades in the next round. And you can see Tunisia, they're looking pretty good in terms of equipment and utility. Kits on 3 of the players, plenty of Molotovs and smokes all the way round, and obviously they still got this AWP on Potty to worry about, or maybe not worry about after the last round.
Yeah, absolutely. But and again, if they cast their minds back to that eco round, they will remember why they should fear him. Especially in the position he's in right now. And as long as he holds his angle, that bomb can't get through. They're going to be in serious trouble. He hasn't shut the door, though, and that is a real big mistake. Tor, full blinded. Potty is going to find one, but he gets taken down, and that's not good at all. Tor comes in with a double spray down, and now looking for the kill onto Skinny, and he takes it. That's an easy round in the bag, and Morocco going to be back onto the bye now, unfortunately. 8-5 down. They've already lost the half, and if Tunisia continue winning, they're going to be in dire straits. And once again, not the classic jazz band.
But yeah, really not that many nades across the team. They seem to be going for A once again. It doesn't seem to be too successful. Every time they go A, they lose. But then again, every time they go B, they lose also. So it may be a bit of an issue here for them. Maybe you should try middle. But and again, I'm not an analyst, so what would I know? And Morocco, they're just going to be setting up a bit of a default here, holding for the aggression of Tunisia, none of which is being shown so far. But obviously, the time ticks by. Tunisia's ants in their pants may start moving around and they may start getting a bit pushy. But as long as they can just hold their position and realise that Morocco aren't doing anything aggressive, then time should tick down too late for Morocco, and they have to go for a site with only 20 seconds left. Like we saw a lot yesterday in their game against Libya, they left the time very late a lot of the times, and that's not something that should be happening, at least from a good level team like this team is.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely gonna have to go into this one with some concern. And Morocco, they want Tunisia to get hasty. They want them to get aggressive, but it's just not going to work out right now. Tor holding that angle perfectly, covering Shiva, and Shiva closing off that squeaky door. Well, this setup is as soon as Morocco walk in, they know what's going to be going on. If there's no one peeking towards quad or default, you know relatively what's going on. There is a 4-man stack over towards A, but RMX has made his way into the vents. He knows he can get in quick, and Potty, unaware. That's the B-bomb site conceded, 100%. Shiva normally sits back on the bomb site. Today, he's not going for it. Yura is going to be able to spot out and get the tag off, but no kill coming through. Pistol comes out, but he's not going to be able to get that kill. It's going to be a 4 versus 4 as the retake comes through. Bomb has gone down now as John gets that down. Remind, up on high, not going to be able to get any work done as he goes down. Now, John and Skinny, both finding kills, leaves it in a 2 versus 3. And although the HP is low, this is not looking good. It is going to be 8-6 unless some serious fragging comes in right now. RMX going to get tagged up. But no kills means this is the save. 9-5, no, 8-6, and 9-6 is the highest Tunisia can get, even if they do save this one out. So, Morocco at least finding one more round with a nice play from RMX.
It's seeming fairly equal at the moment. Obviously, this is only the first map, but Morocco actually putting up a decent fight considering they are the underdogs, and Tunisia not stumping as much as you'd expect after their previous showing, actually taking down one of the best teams in the event. So, right now, you'd imagine that Tunisia would be on the eco. Yep, it seems to be. They're going to be able to drop guns, obviously, last round of the half, so they do have almost enough. Yeah, they should have enough for 4 rifles here. Yeah, not the best rifles, and Remind is actually on a deagle here. I'm not sure if he's trading a gun over. Nope, he's on a deagle, but not as bad as you'd expect, as well as Clack on the T side. He's only on a Tech 9, but that's better than an AK in most scenarios, so I wouldn't worry too much him.
Yep, not sure if it should be, but hey, what are we to say what Huawei should do with their guns? Just don't change the sounds, please. Maybe if everyone started saying change the AK sound, they just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, Crumpsy gets a lucky little spray down through the smoke there. Takes RMX out of the equation, and Remind getting a bit aggressive. He's going to be staying alive. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Remind, no! You're going to take him down there as Crumpsy gets the boost into the ventilation shafts. John goes down. And although Euro wants that refrag, Crumpsy is not going to get it. That's a 3 versus 4. And really, should be a 3 versus 2 at this point, because Remind should not have given that a kill away with the Eagle.
Good patience, though, at least from Crumpsy. He's got some good game sense there. Not actually go for the re-peek over in mid, knowing there's the possibility of Euro being on that AWP, and he doesn't really want to peek from vent into there, because that's a death trap, so he's got some good game sense there, just backing off safely, and instead just going to be holding safely on towards B site. But Shiva going to be peeking out middle, trying to get that information. He will get it, of course, but no kills are going to come of it. Instead, just backing off to the CT spawn. With only 30 seconds left, Tunisia realise they don't need to get aggressive. Morocco are running out of time to go for a site take, and they're finally going to set their eyes over towards E, where it seems, nope, they're going towards A. They have the split coming up. Euro takes down Potty over from Highway, and now there's still a player in Z to deal with. Euro will also dispatch of him, and this has turned from what was looking like a great round from Tunisia to absolute shambles in just a mere few seconds. They need to deny this bomb plant, but Crumpsy is not going to be in a position to do so. It's a default plant, so just has to come in with three quick kills, and I don't see it happening, to be honest, especially not with one player flanking from Car. He drops Clack, but it's still one more player over on the site.
Going to be the AWP of Europe in the corner. No, it's not. He's towards Car, and he gets the kill. So an 8-7 half. I'm not sure we would have expected this, but Tunisia really letting it slip towards the end there. Euro with 2 very nice AWP shots, and round turns on its head. That's what can happen in Counter-Strike. Instantly, in about 3 seconds, a whole round can change and become a different round, I guess.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Go with that one.
That makes sense. May not be very intelligent, but it makes sense, so I'm going to go with it. Anyway, going into the second half, the pistol round becomes pretty crucial because whoever can take it really does get that momentum rolling in their way. Tunisia, they need to win this map. It's their pick. And 8-7 is a bit close to call on that half. Although, if we take statistics from the most recent major, Ash, more of a T-sided map, so very much dependent on which team can pull it out of the bag. And Tunisia, they need to wake up and make some money. Now, let's not forget, Tunisia yesterday had a very good time on that T side, so they're going to need to do it again if they want to win this. They need to wake up. They need to make a bit of dollar, a bit of money in the pocket, and they should be happy boys. Skinny going to be going over towards that B bomb site. Unlike a lot of pistols rounds we see, this is not going to be a fast one, which is somewhat surprising. And it looks like Morocco are dead set that this is going to be a B play. They are playing completely retake towards that A bomb site. We do see this every now and again, but normally 2 in mid, and Crumpsy opens that mid site up like it is a womb ready for birth. And this is disastrous. Tunisia going to be heading over towards that A bomb site with a man advantage already. And as long as they don't get taken down by RMX, they're going to be into that bomb site before they can say, oh no, where are the T's? And it's already done. It's happened. Potty holding over towards Forklift, getting ready for some aggression, but it's just not coming. Morocco need to get their speedy boots on. Otherwise, they're going to be in serious doo-doo. All 3 players coming from truck could be disastrous as Klatchi moves forward. 1 goes down, 2 goes down as Shiva finds RMX, and now Skinny and John have to pick up the pieces. Luckily, Skinny comes in just at the right time to save John's life. Takes down Remind, but the rest of the T players not peeking, not making it easy. Crumpsy goes down. No, he doesn't. He finds a kill. But either way, it's Morocco losing this one out. And that retake on A only works if you're able to retake A versus 5 players. Potty to find the final kill. And Tunisia getting that momentum in their stride.
Yeah, they definitely need it at the moment. They're doing very well, but of course, Morocco is slowly catching up. They're very close behind with obviously 7 rounds here, so they will take that first pistol round. And Morocco going for this force here. Only pistols around the board, bit of armor. Skinny going to be saving at least a little bit, not going for the armor, maybe for the AWP that can be dropped for Euro, but you typically see the AWP save. However, who knows? Maybe just saving a bit of dollar. And Tunisia, they've gone for a very brave buy here. 3 rifles, 2 SMGs, no MAC-10s. They're not messing around today. They just want to commit to proper full buys, and I assume that will work out more bountifully than a few SMGs would here. Slow play at the moment, just holding these defaults, waiting for Morocco aggression. None will be found though, and get their eyes over towards mid, it seems, or the A site as well. A couple of players pushed up in A main with a bomb. Crumpsy got to be leading the charge, so they've also got Remind over and Squeaky to set a bit of a distraction there, and the rest of the players from B are actually leaving to come join them.
Yeah, absolutely. Pistols across the board, and they can be deadly. So Tunisia need to make sure they have those trade frags on point, and they should be able to hold here. Molotovs should be used. Remind, don't go in alone. Don't go in alone. Okay, go in alone. That's going to be a little out of their hands already. Through Potty needs to get a double, but he's not going to. John takes him down, so that's a trade in. And a 4 versus 3 already. Shiva finally takes down Skinny, but John's still trying to get some work done. He's going to be able to find a kill, leaving a 2 versus 2. But such low HP, these pistols can be real deadly now. Grumpsy on 4, Shiva on 11. And RMX with the P250 can eliminate them both. Flashbang goes over, and it's perfect. No kill going to follow, and RMX staying alive, but the kill comes through. That could have been dangerous. Lining up like that, Grumpsy puts himself at massive risk. Luckily, Tunisia able to win that one, keeping 2 men alive. So the economy not going to be too strong. But those Biggie Smalls MAC-10s come out to make that money, get that farm pumping. And Morocco did well, but not well enough.
Yeah, and it seems like the almost full eco is going to be the decision for Morocco. No crazy force buys just yet. P250 and a CZ on Skinny. And the rest of them just going for this full eco, just USP, so not too much I can get. And of course, again, this is the second time this game, they've stacked B, and Tunisia have decided that the best choice is going to just be to rush A, so they've got a completely free site, no contestation. And I feel like Morocco have finally realised the bomb going down, they're all going to rotate, but it's too little too late. These MAC-10s are going to chew up these armorless players, and there's surely nothing that Morocco can do to hold this one off. Remind is going to be a perfect example of that. Taking down Euro and continuing to deal damage over towards mid, dropping Clack, and there we go. That's a round over before it started. Tunisia 11-7 now. Morocco, they should be going into their bye round.
Yeah, remind, forgetting to pick up a gun there is going to be on the Glock, but he does manage to upgrade thanks to the money he made. And that rhymed, but I didn't even know it. So, good stuff. All out. Although Shiva's going to be sitting back on that girl. He has plenty of money in the next round to upgrade, or just not bother. Going to be going for that bonus. This one. And Tunisia, if they take this round, this game is going to be going very heavily their way. And they will be happy boys, to say the least. 2 players towards B. I've never seen this setup before. 2 players sitting up on heaven and just chilling out there. But they're going to be falling back and heading for a more default setup. Aramex works his way towards that mid zone, hoping to take some control and moving towards B. So now 3 players on B. And, I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? I've never seen this before. Well, I have seen it before, just, uncommon.
Yeah, it seems that Clack going to be flashed out there over an MK. Potty just waiting with the AWP. If Clack peeks into this, he's going to receive a nice shot to the face. But instead, he's going to burn. And Potty is just going to throw that Molotov down. Clack distinguishes it with a...
Does he?
Wait, what?
He was on
How
a
did that
ledge,
happen?
so when he threw it, it burst above the Molotov. Oh, man. That's
Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Great game, great game. It's all going to be on Skinny, though. He's rotating over from the B site. Won't be there in time, and it seems like Tunisia have this site already on lockdown, so it's going to be difficult for him. Crump's just going to be getting aggressive, will be punished, but Potty still has that deadly AWP, and we've seen how deadly he can be, and, of course, the other times where he can't be over towards that forklift. But the flank's already coming out from Shiva here, and he will catch Skinny out, finishing the final blow to secure Tunisia that 13th round.
Almost there. No, I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I don't understand. Sometimes it updates, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But, oh well, there's always next year. So, Tunisia, making themselves that 12th. And now they have to keep going. They have to put that plow on. They have to turn up or turn down. Either way, something's going to turn. And it's not going to be the volume. It's, yeah, okay. Anyway, Tunisia going to have to fight against the pistols here, and it is a B push coming through. 3 players heading over, and Shiva, nice headshot to RMX, going to shut him down instantly. Now the remaining 4 players, fearful for their lives. There is a boost coming out. No, there's not. It's Euro in A main. Is he going to be spotted? Yep, goes down instantly, and that's the A-bomb site conceded. Skinny. Whew, Crumpsy going to take him out of the equation and make it a triple kill, because why not? You might as well. Shiva spots out the last player and just looks to take his head off his shoulders. Clackcheat, like an angry chicken, is going to be able to take down 1 and recover an M4. But Potty, not willing to go for the AWP this time. He knows what happens when he tries to AWP ecoing players. And it's going to be 13 rounds.
He's better when he's on eco, but now Tunisia hit 13 rounds. Morocco going to be going for their bye, but this is probably going to be one of their last chances. If they lose this, it's going to be an eco, and then Tunisia will be able to get themselves to the deadly match point, the 15 rounds. So Morocco, they have to make something work out of this one, and they're going to do quite a lot of damage. But again, only 1 kit on John, so this could come back to haunt them.
Absolutely. Trouble, but at the moment I think their strategy is don't let them onto the bomb site and we'll be okay. Well, that seems to be working out pretty nicely so far, and if they can keep that up into the second half, God help them. Anyway, of course, 14 rounds could be on the board here, and if Tunisia win this one, Morocco are going to be in trouble. RMX, nice push comes through, but Shiva seems to be aware. RMX is going to work his way out of the smoke, and he has a tiny little angle to work with. RMX trying to get this kill onto Shiva, and he will be able to find it, but the trade should be coming on. 16 HP left, and he will go down at the end. Nice shot onto Crumpsy, but it's not enough. Euro will follow it up with a nade. Crumpsy, lucky to be a living man. But, yeah, still 4v4.
It seems like they're going to be deciding that the B site is their best option here. And Morocco, while they may not be stacked towards it, their players are very, very close to the rotation. So no deep A control means that they're going to be fast to get back onto this B site for the retake. It could be a bad decision for Tunisia. But again, they don't have this information just yet. A lack of mid control, to be honest. And two players sitting towards the site here. We've got Clack and obviously a player just outside. Torp will find that first kill though. Potty also follows onto Skinny, and now this round is turned around for Tunisia. They look like it may be doable, and John is just rotating background to vents. It seems like they're going to go for this save or not. Remind, decapitating John there over in middle, and Euro is going to be the last one alive again, saving this AWB. Or will he? Oh no,
No, no, that's really bad. So going into this 15th round now. They're going to have nothing to play with whatsoever. This could be match point on the board unless Morocco are able to pull something serious out of the bag. They can go with a FAMAS buy here, and I think they may just be doing that. Or not, potentially. Yes, they are. So they're going to be pulling out them FAMASs. Problem is, if Tunisia just play how they've been playing, they haven't lost a single T round so far. Let me say that again. They haven't lost a single T round. So Morocco... Whatever they do, though, I wasn't wanting a reaction from you, I was just trying to be dramatic. So it's okay, you don't have to wow.
No, I am wow, but it's impressive.
Thank you. I'm thinking of getting a reaction bot. Anyway, Morocco are going to be able to get the opening kill, you know, where you press a button and it goes, ah, or like, I just do it myself.
Yeah, a little clap, that'd be cool.
Cheaper. And a round of applause. Oh, no, Yura. He saw the Molotov as he was falling, and that is going to be him dead. Remind pulls out the CC, gets the kill. And you may want the AK back out. Or not! Or not! Oh my god, why does this keep happening? Oh no. Oh, no.
Tor though, Molly down very low here. They're going to be trying to take their site. There's still Clack to worry about, and he really is an issue for them right now. Shiva actually being able to spray to take him down, and the Molly goes out into upper, forcing John actually out onto the site. This could be a risky move, but it's not going to pay off. John gets shut down, and Skinny is the last one to bring this back from the dirt. And to be honest, Harold, I think a save is going to be the best option here for him.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much that they can do about this one. I think at this point Morocco need to say, yep, fair enough, we've lost cash, but this is a best of 5. One map, effectively means nothing in a best of 5. As long as they come back in the next map, which is going to be their choice. I believe it's Dust 2, but I will double check that one. Yeah, it's going to be Dust 2. That's Morocco's pick. We know they're strong in Dust 2. They came through the qualifier on Dust 2. They beat poor little Libya on Dust 2. So there's a chance they can come back into this one. And if they take a map and they make it 1-1, happy days. But I think this is a little bit too late for cash. They need to be moving on now. Reset their heads, reset their minds, and they should be happy.
I was about to say reset economy, but Tunisia haven't lost any rounds to be able to reset Morocco's economy. And right now, you can see their economy is not looking too good. Euros on an AWP. Oh, they just dropped a FAMAS in spawn that they don't need. Okay. Did they, or did RMX pick it up? I'm not too sure, but either way, it's not looking too good for them. They've got to be a little bit tilted so far. Yeah, they've wasted their FAMAS in spawn, so Clack could have actually picked that up. But either way, bit of a communication issues for them, and Clack just going to go full aggressive over in mid. Will be punished for it. Tor drops him, and Crumps will also find one onto Euro as they converge out onto the A site. Bomb in tow as well. John may be able to stop this, but no, Remind's going to catch him off. He doesn't realise he's crossed towards the site, and RMX going to be rotating in through middle. There's still Skinny as well, who will join in very shortly, but I feel like there's not too much, and this is just a bit of a waste of time here. They will find Remind, but Crumps is still over and upper. He's not letting down now, and Skinny is alone, but Shiva is fast to follow coming from the flank.
This is good game. Crumpsy finishes it off with a 3K and a headshot for 25 rounds. So, pretty nice work there from Tunisia. And going into Dust 2, Morocco just need to reset.
Do indeed, but of course that was a very interesting first map, but I'd like to see what our analysts have to say about it. Take us back, George, to the studio.